Now my question is, when we northern youth wake up from this nonsense thing they normally do to their own self, they do it to some people too. This is nonsense. This era 2025, people are still doing this nonsense. Now some days ago, some information reached me that some youth lynched a food seller in Niger State. The name of the lady is Amaye, if I'm right with the pronunciation. The youth that lynched and unalived the lady claimed that the lady blasphemed their prophet name. So for this reason, they unalived this lady. Now the funniest part is, if you call this group of youth to ask them or interrogate them that what did this woman said that make them to unalive her, make her go through this painful death, they won't be able to give you one genuine reason. They won't be able to tell you what this lady said that prompts their own anger to unalive her. Tenant youth in this kind of era, 2025, people are working on civilization, even in Saudi Arabia, that you go and pray. I've never seen youth of Saudi unleash this kind of anger on somebody. But not a part of Nigeria, that you will go to Saudi to pray. You will not be doing this nonsense thing in this era. We need to stop this nonsense. This religion, both Christian and Muslim thing that has taken over some of our head, that nonsense need to stop. You guys channel this energy on how to fix the country will have been fixed by now. But Nigerian youth always channel their anger on irrelevant things. I've had a lot of news where northern youth have angrily unalived somebody for blaspheming. But this same northern youth, your leaders are busy embezzling your money every blessed day. Aremajeri is everywhere. The rate of poverty in North, that should trigger your anger so that you face your bad leaders. But you are busy looking for who to blaspheme so that you unalive him. This nonsense need to stop.
Nigeria, this prophecy is for you. In the realm of the spirit, I am seeing the north, the southwest, the southeast struggling over Nigerian coat of iron. And I see Nigerian coat of iron being smashed into pieces. In the realm of the spirit, I see him, the former President Olusegun Obasanjo, trying to negotiate peace between the three components that made up Nigeria. But this peace is not achievable in the spiritual realm. The Lord is saying that there shall be Yoruba nations, there shall be Biafran nations, and there shall be northern nations. So Nigeria could not coexist together. The Lord is saying is that Nigeria is going to split into three. Everybody should go on their own. In the realm of the spirit, the Nigerian coat of iron have been smashed into pieces. And I've seen these nations struggling for the parts of this coat of iron.
Sorry, but una get law where they fight against anybody who blasphemed Prophet Muhammad. Why mob justice? In Niger State, a woman called Amaya, just a normal food seller, has been launched by angry youths. Why? They say she blasphemed Prophet Muhammad. I just tell you the story. So it all started when her nephew joked, I feel marry you to fulfill Sonia. The Sonia now maybe their law or something like that. She replied, but people twist her. She insult Prophet. The case even reached district head, then police. But before justice fit talk, a mob took over. They stoned her. They set her on fire. She was unalive right there. Police overpowered. Crowd unstoppable. Now Amnesty International don't call them deplorable, asking government to bring everybody involved to justice. Akoko. This is not religion. This is lawlessness. How long before jungle justice keeps swallowing innocent lives?
The northern problem is stupidity, not religion. Religion is never the problem of the northerners or Nigerians. But the problem of Nigerian and northerners is stupidity. When you are smart, it's always very difficult to be manipulated. It's a sign that these politicians and our religious leaders use our head because if I use money to lure you into a problem, are you going to blame that money? Or you blame the person that lure you into that problem? But many of our religious clerics and religious leaders use religion to lure many of us into poverty that we are in now. Instead of blaming this set of people and going against them, you keep on leaving those people and be blaming religion. Religion is never your enemy. That person where they manipulate you with religion and be your enemy. So before you deal with religion, you need to deal with that person manipulating your head to feel religion is this, is that.
One of the greatest challenges may they limit the people of Africa from exploring. They get me? So now what do they call ignorance? This thing is very common, especially to the educated set of people. For example, they go tell you, say, blessed are the poor, for they shall inherit the kingdom of God. No go forget. A lot of people don't buy this idea to the extent, say, anybody may they rich. They just believe that person no go make the kingdom of God. They just believe, say, the only way to make the kingdom of God is to be poor. No wonder your collector discover, say, you get some kind of religious people for this country. They know they brush their teeth. Some know they bath. Some know they wear shoe. They just see they behave like 1970 something, 1950 something. They see they behave like that. Meanwhile, other parts of the world don't they explore.
John, is the rascality in religion now is getting out of hand. Now, but when the head is bad, the hand is also bad. So who is going to repair who? Who is going to moderate each other? You see, sometimes we keep blaming our politicians, but even the religious leaders, they are the worst politicians. Some of the religious leaders, they are the worst politicians. Our religious leaders, how many times will they look at the eyes of the politician and tell them that what you guys are doing is bad? So religion in our country has turned out from what he used to be. Now is part of our problem we're having in Nigeria. It's part of the problem, and some of the religious leaders are so corrupt. They worship these politicians that steal our money. They worship them. They can't look into their face and tell them the truth. Religion is part of our problem.
Gwamnatin arewacin Najeriya ba swa jin abin da mutane suke faɗa. They are oblivious, they are closing their ears and closing their eyes to the realities of the people of northern Nigeria. To lokaci ya kai jama'a da za mu fito da babban murya mu gaya ma mutane nan ba, idan ba za ku dakatar da kashe-kashen da yake faruwa a arewacin Najeriya ba, kada ku dawo. Idan dai ana kan kashe-kashe a anguwanku, a garinku, ana kidmasho, duk wanda yake shugaban, wanda yake position, senators ne, house of reps ne, governors ne, idan sun dawo kar an zaɓe su. Kawai shi kenan. That is what we are going to be doing, because ba amfani mutum ya dawo ya zama senator, ana kashe-kashe, ya dawo ya yi campaign, ya komo ya dawo ya ce zai ci. Ai bai kamata bare yiwu ba ma. Yan arewa yanzu ya kamata mu farka mu bude ido mu. Kuna ganin kidimasho, yan kidimasho bandit suna TikTok, suna nuna kuɗi a daji. Ke kaga wannan da bandit din kuɗi. Kai in ka je banki bara baka kuɗi ba za a ce akwai limit, amma kaga mutum da bondo na kuɗi. Duk da haka ba a faɗa komai, kawai ana shiru sai a ce ma za a bandin TikTok. Muna da NIN, muna da BVN, duka wai za a yi tracking a kamo mutum. Idan kai ka zage dan sanda yanzu, ka zage shugaban kasa, za a je a lalubo ka ko a karkashin gadon mamanka kai za a je a ɗebo ka. Amma wayannan mutane da suna da registration suna fito su yi video su zagi kwal uban kowa ba wanda yake neman su, to a yanzu mun waye.
Hi, welcome back. I know many of you go down dey listen to wetin dey happen for here. Although e get the reason why be say I add some videos here. I add them back so that the way some northern region especially take religion for head, make dem dey pull am down. Because if you no fit just dey kpai people or unalive people because okay they don insult this prophet. It is not done like that. it is not done that way, because this thing is getting out of hand. 2022, this is the same thing they done to Deborah then, and the same thing where they do to their own same persons. That is why you see Silky, I add some things we concern religion and division for years, so that una go fit understand, because nobody go fit deal with all these guys wey be say they dey use religion and many other things wey be say you no suppose like you no suppose dey serious. I no even know how to put am because I dey vex, because you no fit just dey unalive people because okay they insult this and that. Why be say I love some Christians be say they no dey like, even though you do them many bad thing, them dey leave everything for God wey be say okay you talk to. They no dey like take any law into their hands. But all this northerners wey be say okay they don brainwash, their own be say make they dey do this, do that, do everything wey be say okay they are malam, they don preach to them. Although I fit tell you say okay na only northern youth na them dey practice that one. If you go to the south now and meet some Muslim there, they no get any problem with all this thing wey be say okay northern youth dey do, because I no see any reason why be say okay they go unalive person just because okay he don do whatsoever or talk to any prophet. Although I go wan make una finish this, I go come back. Thank you.
Mu ba wayo bane wallahi. 'Yan arewa ya kamata mu farka. Ya kamata mu farka. Idan za a bar 'yan bandits videos su yi ta TikTok suna abin da suka ga dama, mu jama'a al'umma in mun fito mu ce a ya kamata a gyara. Idan ba za ka yi ba ka bar kujeran sai a je a kamo ka. Ina adalci a wannan abu in ba hauka ba. Mu 'yan arewa ya kamata gaskiya mu gyara. Ko idan ba ma san me yake faruwa bane, yanzu mu bude ido mu. Kun ga abin da ya faru ai, an yi gwada yin protest, zanga-zanga na lumana, an turo mutane su bata saboda a ce ai gaba ɗaya ma zanga-zanga ba mai abun kirki bane. To yanzu ya kamata mu bude idanuwan mu 'yan arewa. Lokacin bacci ya wuce, lokacin bacci ya wuce, a tashi. Idan sun dawo ba su yi aiki mai kyau ba, ku ɗauki tsintsiya ku shashshare kafansu. Ku ce ba kwaso, ba mu yi saboda ai mu ba a aiko mu duniya a dinga cuce mu bane. Talauci ba gadon kowa bane. Mun tsinci kanmu a ciki. So ku kun je kun ɗebo kuɗi kuna sata kuɗi mu kuna ƙara arziki sai ku zama da mu waye. Ai bare yiwu ba, gaskiya kamata mu gyara ko yawa.
Welcome back. I know say you don't finish everything now and listen to it, they don't talk. You see this lady wey una dey see for here, doing use Hausa for wetin they talk, so that those Hausa guys go fit listen to and well, because they no know anything, they no too sabi book. Now how I go fit put am, because I dey vex for all this thing wey be say okay they dey do, because you know if you just dey unalive people on behalf of God, because God know what he's doing. Even God self, you get how you go like talk to God at times wey be say okay you know say okay that thing e dey bad, but God go just forgive you because he love everybody. So like for all this thing wey be say okay they buy that lady for Niger state now just because say okay he talk to them prophets anyhow. So when all these persons now go to heaven, do they think that they will go to Alijana? Now wetin they no just know be that this life wey everybody dey pray make it just dey long, make it live long. Na wetin everybody dey pray for, no be all this thing we them dey do just for the sake of this that. You don't tire everybody abeg. You will be say the else now if you get anything wey you want to talk on this, make you drop what you get to talk for inside comment section. And also if not today be your first time, make you like, share, subscribe. Thank you.